good morning, ladies and gentlemen, across wherever you are watching us this morning, man.
Okay.
I'm your host, Carmike. I'm here with three of my favorite guys on this network, man. Will, how you doing this morning, boy? Will and the son. Mo, what's up, big dog?
I'm doing well. I'm feeling blessed. Let's get it.
The NFL genius, our special guest this morning. How you
Bro,
doing,
I'm
brother?
fired up. I missed yesterday. I was a little upset. A lot of topics to get into. I got stuck at work. Had a good day at work, though. Great day at work. But, man, I can't talk sports Monday morning. It just don't feel right.
Big Will, how you doing, brother? Got your coffee this morning?
We good. We good.
Take
Good.
us
How
away,
y'all
Will.
doing today?
We good,
Send
brother.
this out
We
to
good.
Joy Taylor. Hopefully, Juice joins us.
Well, she's
Big
got
Will,
she
take
got
us away,
time on
big
her
dog.
hands.
Got time. She got
on her
time
hands.
now.
Hey, listen, y'all be very respectful of my baby Joy. Me and her getting together this weekend.
All
right, that's what's up.
Y'all
Take
know
us
who
away.
I know she's not the most popular, but y'all know who I miss? Carrie Champion, boy. Ooh. Good
No,
luck.
give me Joy Taylor all day.
Good Lord, Carrie Champion, boy. Good luck.
That Will is
Yo,
wild this
We'll
morning.
be killing me. We'll be
Yeah.
posting up this girl, this versus this girl, John.
Yeah, Will, you killing it though.
Yeah, man. I've been putting some good ones up. Yeah, man.
Go ahead, Will. Take us away this morning. What you got for us?
The main two things I want to talk about, get thoughts on. Gene, Mo, I know y'all watched it. I want to get your thoughts on the Women's Evolution event. What did you guys think? And should we get another event like this?
I'll go. Absolutely. Loved it. Enjoyed it. We shouldn't have to wait 7 years to get the next evolution though.
Shouldn't.
The women's division is ripe with talent. And they did a great look. The EO Rhea match, I can't say enough about. I honestly thought it was better than their WrestleMania match. And the WrestleMania match was fire to me, but those two, the moves, the rest, like it was wrestling at the highest level. Like two of the very best to ever do it.
Chemistry.
And the ending didn't anger me because I thought, look at Naomi doing what you need to do. Like that was like that. I had no problem with it. The only thing that bothered me was it interrupted such a great match.
Yeah.
But what she did is what you're supposed to do. But I loved it throughout. Stephanie Victoria was outstanding. Like I said, we shouldn't have to wait with all the talent that they have for 7 years. You don't need to.
Yeah. Gene, what did you think?
So I waited a couple of days to say this. And I wanted to wait. And I even asked you guys in the chat because, like, in my mind, I'm like, is it recency bias? Is it something that I'm doing that's a recency bias? It was the greatest women's match I've ever watched in the history of WWE. I waited a full 48 hours to say that. Maybe it's not 48, 36, whatever it would be. But I gave it it was the greatest women's match I ever watched in the history. And the cash in at the end was just as good. And like the cooler part was, if you see the clips afterwards of the crowd basically giving a standing ovation to Rhea and Io, Rhea lifting Io up. And I felt like every part of that was great. Naomi got her moment she deserved. And like she handled it spotlessly. She came in and handled her business. But the match was absolutely incredible. It was the greatest women's match I've ever seen. Shame on the WWE for trying to run it back so quickly with SummerSlam by making a triple threat match. I'm actually very annoyed with that. I think when you water down a product and you do this over and over and over again, it becomes
Repetitious.
Correct. But I loved it. Loved it.
Let me add one more thing, Will, real quick.
Sure.
I don't like that they're doing the triple threat in SummerSlam because you can give Naomi a little bit of a longer run. You're going to turn around.
Yeah.
You're going to turn around and take the belt off of this woman who's been with the company for more than a decade. You got to do better than that. And it's not going to hurt anybody because Rhea doesn't need the belt. She's that big. Io's that big.
Yep.
You can give Naomi a little bit of a longer title reign before you take it off of her. I don't like that aspect.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah, I've been saying she needs to hold, if not the rest of the year, at least the majority of the rest of this year as the champion. And my last thing I did want to bring up, we got the return last night on Monday Night Raw of the OTC, our tribal chief, Roman Reigns. What did you guys think about that?
You better not be saying that's the last thing you bringing up because we talking about something.
Oh, okay, I'll keep it going. I got other topics. Yeah.
No. There's one more thing that needs to be discussed. needs to be discussed.
Okay.
But you were talking about the OTC.
Yes.
It was uneventful. It was a shitty return. It was an awful return, and the return was meant to happen on Saturday night's main event.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, it didn't because an injury that we need to talk about happened during Saturday night's main event. So the return was rushed. SummerSlam, I want to say, is ruined, but is definitely going to be a weird environment. Like, they already booked Roman and Jay versus Braun and Brunson. That's not what SummerSlam was supposed to be.
Right.
Just to be very clear here. SummerSlam was supposed to be Seth and Roman. But I just want to make it very clear. It was a very uneventful return, but you needed to force the return if you wanted the tribal chief at SummerSlam. It's only a couple weeks away.
Yep.
3 weeks away.
Yep.
But it was a terrible return. Awful. And it didn't impact the match. It was just end of the show. Just throw them out there. Like CM Punk and Jey Uso couldn't handle it. Like, I don't know, man. It was relegated to me. It was relegated to like trying to get a cheap pop at the end. That's what it was relegated to. 100%.
Yeah. What did you think about the return of the tribal chief, Mo?
They didn't have much choice. They had to rush Reigns back.
Yeah.
And you can tell he was rusty. The timing was off. And I mean, the Superman punch looked like a Superman shove. Like, it was not good. It was not done well. But they needed to rush him back because everything is completely off because you're not going to have Seth Rollins. They've changed everything. And so to have Roman and Jay going up against Bronson and Breaker, to me, it kind of forces you to introduce another member of their faction. Somebody else has got to come into the fold and be a heel. Because I don't think Brunson and Breaker alone are big enough.
Real quick, we're gonna go ahead and get into the Seth Rollins injury that happened on Saturday night's main event. First of all, if y'all want my opinion, I thought that show was trash. That's just my opinion. But
do you think it was trash because of the injury? Because hear me out when I say this. Apparently, and this is just rumored, I don't know, but the Seth Rollins LA Knight match was fine. It got ended way early because Seth's injury.
Yeah.
And then the main event got changed last second because of Seth Rollins' injury. I hate that can't ever stay healthy bullshit. He's been injured twice in his career.
Yep.
Like, knock that off, bro. You know what you're talking about. And the first time he got injured, he still made it back to wrestle in WrestleMania.
Sure did.
Stop that dumb shit. But yeah, I mean, hopefully it's not what everyone fears it to be. It's not confirmed yet. But I don't know if Saturday night's main event would have been trash if it played out the way it was supposed to play out. It's a very bad night for the WWE, though.
Yeah, very bad night. Very bad night. And I didn't care for the Goldberg match at all. We knew how that was going to go down. That was predictable. What did you think about the Seth Rollins injury, and how's this going to change the Money in the Bank aspect?
It changes everything. And look, it's funny because being a Seth Rollins fan, it'd been a while before he started really using his aerial tactics that he used early in his career. You could tell he was feeling good that night. Like, he was taken to the sky multiple times. And the move that he did was a phenomenal move. I've seen him do it before. He just hit and landed the wrong way. And that immediately impacts everything going forward.
Yep.
Because I hopefully it's not an injury that keeps him out too long. But if it is, it changes the complete storyline. Their faction is awkward because Breaker and Bronson are not leaders. They're not. They're followers.
Yep.
They're henchmen. You're gonna have to add another guy. I thought they were gonna add another guy anyway. Maybe we get a surprise and it's one of the bigger guys, but you need another guy to offset the Rollins injury, because I don't think Reigns alone is gonna do it. There were so many things that centered around Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins was going to be the center of the WWE universe for the next year or two. And the storylines, they've got to redo all kind of storylines because of the injury.
Man, Cottrell, come on, man. Come on, man.
He's right. It's more than twice, though. It was twice in the last 9 years, though. Like, he tore his ACL in 2015.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, hopefully Seth heals. We get some good news coming down. I'll pack on that update. But that's all I got, guys.
Y'all know we got to get into it, man. Let's start out one of the debatable lists that came out recently. Um, Mo, top 10 quarterbacks, man, from the survey that was taken by the NFL execs, coaches, and
we,
scouts,
talk-
man.
we talked about this last night on Sports.
Um, the most debatable spot is Jalen Hurts sitting at 9.
That's just terrible. That's
That's
not debatable.
trash.
That's
That's
not debatable.
trash.
That's stupid and disrespectful.
That's trash.
Okay,
Um,
so all right, good. Yeah, I'll give my point when I get time. My time.
Talk to me, man, about how you feel about this, man. I'm gonna give you this list. Number 10 is Baker Mayfield. Number 9 is Jalen Hurts. Jared Goff at 8. Herbert at 7. Stafford at 6. Jaden Daniels at number 5. Lamar, Burrow, Allen, Mahomes.
All right, so the usual core four, that doesn't shock me. They're where they're supposed to be. I think the only guy that they consistently rank everywhere, every list they do, is Matthew Stafford. Every list has him at 6, which is about right. I think that's right. I think Stafford is 6. I think Jaden Daniels should be in the top 10, but I wouldn't have him that high. I wouldn't, because I've got a year. I've got a sample size of what he can do, and I don't know what his sophomore season is going to be like. But I do have a body of work with Jalen Hurts. The guy's played great in 2 Super Bowls, and he's won one of them. The ultimate goal is to win Super Bowls. I get it that people are enamored with other guys' talents, but Jared Goff isn't a freak talent. He's a system quarterback. He's not unique. He's not unique at all. He's actually very ordinary. He's not an overcomer. I don't think he's much better than Brock Purdy, or even better than Brock Purdy at all. He's a regular quarterback. He's not. You put anybody else in that spot, do the same thing with that offense and the guys around him. He's just a guy. Jalen Hurts being 9 is insane. I don't have a problem with Baker, because I think Baker is in the top 10. I think Baker's too low, but having Jalen Hurts at 9, I don't understand it. Is he going to constantly be killed because he has a great offensive line, because he has great wide receivers, arguably either the best or the second best running back in football? I don't know how we keep killing him, because all he does is win. I'm going to give him credit for what he does. What Hurts has, to me, is an intangible. The guy makes winning plays. His numbers won't always dazzle you, but he wins. And I want that guy on my team more than the guys that put up big numbers and don't win.
You know what I don't understand is how Jalen Hurts is getting killed so hard when everybody forget that Peyton, for the beginning of his career, was running with Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne, who was dog and they're legend receivers. He wasn't getting killed for that. Now, not by any means am I saying Jalen Hurts is on Peyton's level. The 2 different style quarterbacks, and one is just one of those guys that's maybe top 3 ever as a quarterback.
No, he's not better. No, he's not better. Goff is not better than Baker. He's on a better roster. Switched him out. Tampa Bay.
No, I was talking about I was comparing Jalen Hurts to Peyton Manning. Like, they both have dog receivers, but Jalen's getting killed for having 2 dog receivers on the team. But Gene, talk to me about this list, big dog.
All right, so I might have a response that people aren't expecting, and that's okay. I want to be very clear when I say this. I don't know what their ranking is, because I've read a million different articles, and I'm trying to get what they're saying when they're doing the ranking. If it's accomplishments, like we rank top 10 quarterbacks of all time, Jalen Hurts 100% deserves to be higher than 9. Like, if you're saying the point that I'm making is, when we look at Tom Brady, and Tom Brady was the greatest quarterback of all time by metrics of Super Bowls and wins and ring culture, but I don't think at any time we looked at Tom Brady as the most talented quarterback in the league. The beginning of the career was Peyton. Middle of the career, maybe it would, but you also had Drew Brees, and then you had Pat Mahomes by the end of his career. But Tom Brady won football games, and that's what we look at a quarterback to do. They affect winning. So if that's your barometer of affecting winning, Jalen Hurts' biggest games, best games come in the biggest moments. He played great in both Super Bowls he played in. He played great in both NFC championship games he's played in. Jalen Hurts has shown you throughout the playoffs that he's a big-time performer. You know who else was a big-time performer? Eli Manning. But no one had Eli Manning in their top quarterback list. If I'm being completely honest with you, I've said this before, but I'll say it again. I think there's 14 quarterbacks in the NFL that could have won the Super Bowl game itself, rather than Jalen Hurts. 14 of them. If I'm taking Jalen Hurts and putting him on a blanket franchise, just a blanket franchise, I don't think having him ranked 9th is crazy. Now, if you're going by his accomplishments and what he's done, of course he should be higher. But to be fair, I don't know how the execs are ranking this. The highest exec ranked him at 6. No one ranked him top 5. No scout, no coach, no exec had him top 5. The highest he was ranked was 6th. Now, I want to be clear when I say this. If they're going by what they're doing going forward, going into the season, I don't know how you can have Patrick Mahomes 1.
That's a good point.
I think they're just talking about
That's a good point.
Skill and what they accomplished so far. Because if we going by that, Jaden Daniels hasn't done nothing yet besides make the playoffs.
Well, I mean, he had the greatest rookie season in the history of rookie quarterbacks. So we can't say he did nothing. It's the greatest rookie season.
That puts you in top 5 of the quarterbacks now?
I don't think he's top 5. I have him 7, but I don't think it's crazy to have him 7.
He did take a dead franchise to
if
the
you switch Jaden
game.
Daniels and Jalen Hurts, do you think the Eagles don't win the Super Bowl?
You know what's crazy is we were saying the same exact thing last year with CJ Stroud.
I do.
Was he top 5?
He was not, and I didn't have him top 5. But my point that I'm trying to make is, if you switch Jaden Daniels and Jalen Hurts, do you think the Eagles do not win the Super Bowl?
They could. It depends.
I don't know
because
I don't know.
The
I don't think
Super
it's
Bowl
a
is
lot.
a different
I don't know.
skill. Like it's not just what you got as arm talent. You need to be poised in the Super Bowl. Like that's a big game. I've seen a lot of quarterbacks choke in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but how
look at Matt Ryan choke?
Even though that was his play call. Look at Matt Ryan. He had 28 points. But how poised did you have to be in that Super Bowl when you look at when you look at the way the Eagles defense played? The Chiefs didn't cross the 50-yard line until the second half. The Eagles had a pick 6. They had another pick inside the 14-yard line. Jalen threw a bad pick in the first half of the game. The offense wasn't like dominant. The Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl. I'm not taking anything away from Jalen. I think he played very well. The pass to Jahan Dotson, the pass to A.J. Brown, the pass to Devontae Smith, all great plays. They were up 40-6 to make it like they wouldn't have won the Super Bowl with Baker, Jared Goff, with Jaden Daniels.
Hold on.
I'm not talking about the whole season. I'm talking about just the Super Bowl game.
That's a who knows.
No,
everybody don't perform in the Super Bowl.
Right.
Like Peyton played like complete trash in his last Super Bowl, but he got carried.
He played like trash in his first Super Bowl too. Don't forget. So he actually consistently is not good in the Super Bowl. So it's easy to say that, but if you play on teams with low expectations, I don't know what you're going to do in the Super Bowl. I don't know what Baker might throw 5 picks in the Super Bowl. I don't know, because he never had those high expectations. And I love Jaden Daniels, but he came into the league on a team that was trash. I give him credit for helping resurrect the franchise, but he came in there with low expectations. When you play in a team that's loaded and you're expected to win, that's a whole kind of different kind of pressure that none of the guys you talked about are dealing with.
Mm-hmm. You're absolutely correct. And Control, thanks for taking the words out of my mouth. He goes, I think that's Gene's point. Peyton played like ass and won a second Super Bowl. I'm trying to tell you that the Philadelphia Eagles defense won that Super Bowl. That's nothing against Jalen Hurts. I don't think they get there without Jalen Hurts. And I think I have Jalen Hurts ranked 5 because the way I rank quarterbacks are accomplishment based. But like, I don't get mad when I see him ranked 9th. Now, do I think he's better than Jared Goff? Absolutely. I think he's better than Jared Goff. Especially go watch quarterback. Like if you're not watching quarterback on Netflix, you'll understand that Jared Goff is a jag. He's just another guy. I'm sorry. I apologize. That's what he is. He's
That's the truth.
My thing is, how do you not rate Jaden Hurts top 5 when he been to 2 Super Bowls early in his career?
Because if you blanket put Jalen Hurts and Justin Herbert on a different team, who do you think does better? Put them on like the Titans or
we already seen Justin Herbert have success when he first started and started declining before Harbaugh came there.
I've also seen him fall apart too.
Herbert be choking.
Let's not do this. This is not something you're going to do with me. You can do this with a lot of other people. This is not something you're going to do with me. You're not. You're talking about a guy.
Get him, Gene. Get him.
Get him, Gene. Get him. You're talking about a guy that ranks Lamar Jackson tied for 3rd. You're talking about a guy that has Jaden Daniels number 7. You're talking about a guy that has Jalen Hurts number 5. Like, please don't do that with me. You do that with anybody else if you want. Don't do that with me.
And Cottrell, just to add to your point, Peyton played like ass in his first Super Bowl team.
He did.
I don't want to forget. Name the Super Bowl he played well in.
I think he played against the number 1 defense in there.
They were like, what was that Super Bowl? 14-3. He played like ass.
No. The Chicago Super Bowl was not 14-3. Devin Hester returned the opening kick. So
all I know is Peyton did nothing. They ran the football. Their run game is why they won that, and their defense
29-17, and Peyton was 25 of 38 for 250 yards.
The best thing he did was hand the ball.
38.
He 38
times.
I'm saying. The best thing he did was hand the ball off.
That Bears defense was the best defense in football.
Fact. But if you're that great, you're a great quarterback. Step up. That's my point. You're a great quarterback. You that dude.
They won the game. They won it by 12 points. It wasn't close.
It was in Indy. I remember.
Let Will get in here. Will, come on, man. Talk to us about this list, man. How you feel about it?
We talked about this last night on Sports Report. I think the whole thing is shenanigans to me. To have Jalen Hurts that low for everything he's accomplished in his career, and the thing that with Jalen Hurts, he's still young. He still has other things he can accomplish in his career. I just think that it's ridiculous. He should be ranked above a Jared Goff. He should be at number 5. I just think it's ridiculous. If you look at past performances, okay, he's won the 2 Super Bowls, won 1. That means nothing. That doesn't mean anything. You took your team to the pinnacle. That means nothing. And I think it's just ridiculous for him to be at number 9. There's no excuse for it. And like I said, he's young. He's still got a lot he can accomplish. And for what he's already done, he needs to be commended for that.
That's where I'm at.
2 times Super Bowl. And crazy.
Yeah,
won 1.
I do want to point something out.
Played Mahomes twice in the Super Bowl.
Yep,
I want to point something out in this executive survey that I think that a lot of people grazed over. I love looking at the highest rank and lowest rank. It's my favorite thing to do because I want to see like how crazy some of these people are. And there's something I want to point out. Somebody had Justin Herbert ranked 3. Somebody had Matthew Stafford ranked 4. I just want to make something very consistent here. Very consistent here. In no world is Justin Herbert or Matthew Stafford ahead of Mahomes, Burrow, Allen, or Jackson. No world. Justin Herbert's mother does not have Justin Herbert ahead of any of those 4 quarterbacks. Like somebody had him 3. Who?
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Please state your source.
That's ridiculous.
In no world is that, and Matthew Stafford being 4 is borderline laughable.
Let me ask you guys this. And this is going back to Hurts for just a second. If he gets another ring, do you think he'll get the respect he deserves at that point?
No. They probably move him up to 6.
Jalen Hurts?
Yeah. If he gets another ring, do you think he'll get the respect that he deserves at that point?
The problem is this, Will. We talk about all the excuses for Lamar Jackson not winning a Super Bowl with a loaded roster, but yet we literally make excuses of why Jalen Hurts won a Super Bowl.
Right.
That drives me nuts. You take both quarterbacks off their teams, and those teams are absolutely comparable. The Eagles are a little bit better at receiver. The Ravens are a little bit better with defensive weapons, but like absolutely comparable teams from anywhere you look at it, from any front. Now, what you're going to say, and what the Lamar Jackson fans will say is, well, the Eagles have much better receivers. So to what I say is, they have 3 first-round draft picks.
Thank you. We talked about that last night too. Yep.
What I'd say is if you had AJ Brown and Smith on the Ravens, there would be two angry receivers.
You think AJ Brown was mad in Philadelphia? I completely agree with what you just said.
So we talked about this yesterday, but I want to get Gene and Mo's take on this, man. Dion went on his press conference talking about he thinks that the college football should start implementing a salary cap due to things are starting to not go Colorado's way, probably. Gene, talk to me about this, man. How you feel? Should they start putting a salary cap on college football?
I was in the comments yesterday, and I got a customer that walked in the beginning of this discussion. Why is this not a huge issue in college basketball? College football,
basketball been one and done since forever. So I don't think them kids really care about staying in college. But clearly, you got kids in the NFL in the staying, getting paid all this crazy amounts of money. And plus, college football is way bigger than basketball. Only time basketball is good is when everybody's watching March Madness, because how many basketball players do you really remember? Because they don't stay long. They one and done.
The point I'm making is college football does not need a salary cap. A lot of these programs that are not being able to pay these 5-star kids need to do the exact thing that college basketball teams are doing. Get the younger guys that are underdeveloped and have a better scouting department. You want to put your money into finding kids that aren't on the radar. It's a real problem.
Mo, salary cap on college football?
No, not necessary. I think Dion is being a little bit hypocritical when he says that. Look, it was one of the things that drove guys like Saban out. He didn't want to put up with it, and I get it. There was a time that when Nick Saban came to your house and he laid down his championships, you were jumping for joy that Nick Saban came to your house. But now a Nick Saban comes to your house recruiting you. You waiting for Nick Saban to tell you what he gonna do for you. How much money? I'm just being real.
Yep.
Now the coach, it's not the players having to sell themselves to the university. It's the other way around. What Dion needs to do is he got to get back on his grind. But there should not be a cap. Get better scouts. Go to the inner city more. Look, go to the Rucker. They're ballers, real ballers. You got to put in the work to find them, though. But this idea that there should be a salary cap, no, not necessary.
That's too deep.
Will, man, you want a salary cap on college football?
I said it yesterday, and I'll say it again. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. We've gotten too deep to a point with this NIL stuff. I don't like a salary cap because it's going to take away from a deserving kid, because you can't put him under a certain particular number, and I hate it. The one thing about NIL I will always say, don't worry about a salary cap. Worry about education and make sure these kids have this money in case they don't get drafted, so they can save for a rainy day and finish your education. That's my thing with NIL. I think it's just ridiculous to have a salary cap. And Dion is probably talking about sour grapes, so to speak, because he don't want to go out and do the job of recruiting. So no, I don't agree with a salary cap at all.
He's saying that because this season they're not gonna be so good this year.
No.
He gonna catch some L's. So
he's gonna catch plenty of L's.
What he's doing is he's already putting out a narrative, so you can just brace yourself for Colorado to get mollywhopped this year. So
he gonna get plenty of L's in that conference. Plenty of L's.
That's what that's about more than anything.
Yeah, he gonna get plenty of L's in that conference.
Especially with him moving conference. He should have stayed where he's at for a second, man, until he built his team back.
Amen.
But Mo, we got to talk about it, man. It's been trending hard, man, and officially on the top 100 ever. Now we talking ever. Ever.
Look at Gene's face.
Michael Jordan has unanimously been named number 1, the GOAT of all time, man. LeBron at the 2. It's a lot more people on this list. A lot of stuff can be moved around on the top. Let's just talk about the top 10 of this list, man. Do you feel anybody should drop out? Oh, Kobe at 11.
That's disrespectful.
All right, so Kobe at 11 is just dumb.
That's disrespectful.
I don't understand that. Although I'll say this:
Who
the more
question?
Le-
Who
the
would you
more-
move around to put Kobe in?
Oh, it's too easy.
I mean, you could take out some of them older dudes out the thing, but I'm just being real. Look, I would say this: I have Kobe ranked higher than Shaq. You want to move somebody out? He can get out.
Ooh, you gonna move Shaq
Ooh,
out?
that's a hot take right
I
there,
said-
boy.
I
Woo,
said-
that's a hot take. Let me get
I'm
off this
talking
screen before it
about-
blow up.
I'm talking about between Kobe and Shaq. That's all I'm saying. I don't have a problem if somebody has Bill Russell in the top 10. I don't know if you would have him 5, but look, at the end of the day, if you're not going to do a different list for guys that were in the league pre-merger, then Bill Russell's going to be in the top 10 by default all the time. It's just what it is. 11 rings is 11 rings, right? Apparently there was ring culture back in the 50s and 60s too. You know, it should get dropped down because they talk about it so much. LeBron should get pushed back to like 5, maybe.
Whoa, LeBron at 5?
Why not? If he spends all this time,
This man has a laundry list of accolades.
no, what he has is time. If it's like a mutant power, what he has is time. The stupid conversation that he and KD had. By the way, KD brown nosing LeBron on his own podcast. What was that line? He said, some guys want to put in the grind. You got to hustle. You got to gear yourself up for next year. Some guys want to go play baseball. Who do you think he's talking about? Who are you taking a shot at? Lame and weak. And then right behind that, he said, but there's other guys that want to play 22, 23 years. Whose ass is he kissing? Right on his own show. And by the way, it was timed perfectly because as soon as he said the line about baseball, who started laughing, busted out laughing like it was the funniest thing you ever heard? LeBron.
Yep.
So
that was trash.
Bro, he's the only person who took a break and still came back and three-peated.
Yep.
No, but right, which is common sense. I get that. You can't say he's tired of the grind if he three-peated, and in the year that he three-peated, his father died. We later found out he murdered. But he went through the series with that in the backdrop and won the series. If you're not mentally tough, I don't know what mentally tough is if that's not mentally tough. So he does the three-peat, and then he walks away to honor his father by trying to play baseball. The argument that he quit the game that's so stupid and weak. They spend that game, that podcast is not about preserving the game. That podcast is a propaganda show. That's all it is.
Gene,
So-
what's up?
my biggest issue with the top 10 is Bill Russell being at 5.
Gene loves Bill Russell.
I think Bill Russell should not be in your top 10. I think Kobe should be. If you remove Bill Russell and put Kobe in there, I have the same top 10. Different orders, but Bill Russell, and I just want to read this out. Wilt Chamberlain was 9, Bill Russell was 5. When Bill Russell played again, now, first of all, we're not even going to compare their stats total because Wilt Chamberlain destroys them. Let's just compare the times when Bill Russell played Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain averaged 28.5. Bill Russell averaged 14.4. Wilt Chamberlain averaged 28 rebounds a game. Bill Russell averaged 23. Bill Russell is not in the same league as Wilt Chamberlain. Their NBA stats for a career. Russell averaged 15.1 points per game. For his career, 15.1 points per game.
Wasn't the scorer, man.
Wilt Chamberlain averaged 30 per game for his career. Russell averaged less
Be
rebounds,
fair though,
less
the Celtics
assists.
actually had other people outside of Bill Russell.
Wilt Chamberlain had more points, more rebounds, more assists, better assists per game, better rebounds per game, better points per game, better field goal percentage. What are we talking about? His highest, best season. This is the best season comparison. Bill Russell's best season, he averaged 18.9 points per game.
You're missing a big point, Gene.
Wilt Chamberlain's best season, he averaged 50.
Hey, Gene, you're missing a big point.
Gene
No, I'm
Killer.
not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Wilt Chamberlain is 9 rings short.
I don't. So Robert Ory is better than Michael Jordan. If that's the point you're trying to make, then Robert
I'm
Ory
just
is better
saying.
than Michael Jordan.
Bill Russell had the dominance of what he played for on the Celtics, so and he got 11 rings. That's why
Bill
he's
Russell
there.
also played with 5 Hall of Famers.
He did.
Maybe more than that, but yeah.
He did.
So the point that we're making is a guy that played with 5 other Hall of Famers won multiple championships because their team was better versus the guy that was better at basketball. Bill Russell, you cannot have a guy that never averaged 20 points a game in your top 10 of all time. I'm sorry. And we talk about, well, Wilt Chamberlain averaged 50 points a game because he was playing against plumbers that were 6'5". Bill Russell played those same plumbers and couldn't average 20 points a game. This is stupid.
Oh, you know, it's the difference between being 7 feet and 6'9". You know, I'm just.
So not a fan.
So now it's a game of inches. It's a game of inches now.
I mean, come on, Will. You can go play against first graders on a Fisher Price court and score 100 points, can't you? But Will, how you feel about the top 10? I mean, top 10 of the top 100 ever.
I'm what Gene is. If I'm moving anybody out of that top 10 spot, I'm taking Russell out and putting Kobe at 5 and putting Bill Russell at 11. I'm where Gene is. He wasn't the best player on his own team. Great defensive player, don't get me wrong, but I will put Kobe in that spot. It's just disrespectful for him not to be in the top 10.
I'm not putting him at 11. I'm not putting him at 12.
How we like Kirk? How we like Steph?
It's just disrespectful not to have Kobe in the top 10 to me. And people who say he's not a top 10 player, I got an issue with.
How we like Steph at number 10?
There's a guy, and I cannot remember his name. I can't remember. He's an older dude.
They have Akeem Olajuwon at 12, Will. Akeem Olajuwon
That's
at 12.
ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
If Akeem Olajuwon and Bill Russell played against each other, Bill Russell wouldn't average 10 points.
No, and that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Who came? Is this Bleacher Report's list or some wayward Sacramento fans list?
Man, it's chilly out here for Bill Russell.
I'm just saying. Kobe and Akeem need to be higher on this list.
I'm just saying, Bill Russell they would kill that brother.
So everybody's good with Steph being top 10?
I think Steph should be top 10. I mean, if nothing else, he literally changed the way basketball is played. Like he's had that kind of
he deserves
impact.
to be top. He deserves to be top 10.
Yeah, he's deserving. That's not even a problem.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Kobe at 11, The Dream at 12. We got KD at 13, Oscar at 14, Mr. Logo at 15, Kevin Garnett 16, Joker 17.
You're gonna keep moving. But
Dirk 18, David Robinson 19, and that number 20 is Dr. J. Do we like that?
I don't like Akeem at 12. I don't.
Well, I have no issues with them being.
I think Doc is where he
needs to be there. Yeah.
But yeah, come on, that's an iconic player. I'm okay.
Yeah. With that. Yeah.
Gene, you good with this list, man? KD sitting at 13.
Yeah, I have no problem with the people that are in the top 20. I would just move them around. I don't think the order is right, but I don't like. There's no issue with anybody in the top 20. Like if you look at 21 through 30, you're not saying this guy deserves to be above these top 20 guys.
Let me ask you this: compared to the list, I know you looked at the whole list, Gene.
Yeah.
Who do you not agree with sitting in the top 100 ever?
Well, I mean, Joel Embiid.
Joel Embiid at 66.
That's ridiculous.
You don't like that?
No.
He's going up or he's going down?
Down. He's on the Nelly. Down, down, baby. Those like down, down. Like, no, bro. You're out of your mind.
Oh man. It was good. I will say this though.
I have Joel Embiid ahead of Kyrie Irving. I just want to take a second to understand that they have Joel Embiid ahead of Kyrie Irving.
That's ridiculous. I do want to say this though, and Mo, you brought it up earlier that they put some of the oldest players on this list. There's a player who's never talked about, and yet he's at number 100. But I'll shout out for them to give Artis Gilmore some love. Shout out to them.
The A trade.
Yep. Shout out to them for giving Artis some love. Thank you. From a long time Bulls fan.
75 is stupid too.
Who?
Manu Ginobili being 75 is stupid.
Yeah, that's dumb. That's dumb.
Ginobili was a dog, man.
I guess.
All right, so NFL Genius, man. Pro Football Focus ranks the top secondaries in the NFL heading into the next season. Number 5, the Patriots. Number 4, the Texans. The number 3, the Broncos. Number 2, the Chiefs, and number 1, the Ravens. How you like that top 5 heading into the season for secondaries?
I think that the Ravens are an easy one with the addition of Jair Alexander. I love the Denver Broncos being 3. I think the Detroit Lions should be in the top 5 with their safety tandem. It's insane. So I would probably remove. I think the Chiefs are a little too high. If I'm being honest with you, I think them being at 2 is a little ridiculous. And then I would put the Lions in the top 5.
Man, the Chiefs got a top 100 player on their secondary, man.
They got Trent McDuffie. You're right. He's awesome. 4 guys in the secondary.
What are the Giants on this list?
No.
The Giants, no. Well, yeah, they are on the list, but they're not top 15 at all.
Their front four is dope.
Yeah, front four is really good.
Will, how you like this? The top 5 rankings for the secondaries.
I'm sort of kind of with Gene. I don't get the Chiefs where they should be up there. The Lions should be there. But that's my only gripe. That's my only gripe.
Without looking it up, if anybody here can name a second player in the Chiefs secondary, I will digress.
You can't.
Name a second one. Trent McDuffie and who?
You can't. You can't.
Yeah.
And that's the point with the Chiefs.
You don't know.
Like they're a good defense. I think you can rank their defensive coordinator top 5.
And I hope Jair Alexander can stay healthy. He's had some health issues in the past. I hope he can stay healthy this season and really help the Ravens.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know anybody in secondary besides Trent.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They got some new guys in there. Mo, top 5 secondaries, man.
Like the only thing I came into this knowing with certainty was the Ravens was 1. And then they adding Jair Alexander made them even stronger. But I thought they were great secondary as a whole already. They got some dogs. I do like Kansas City's defense as a whole, but I think their scheme and what they do is more about Spags. So you know what I mean? Like maybe we're underrating D coordinators sometimes, but I think they're top 5.
All right, 6 through 10. Lions at 6. Bears 7, Eagles 8, Chargers 9, Colts 10. We like that, Gene?
I mean, I would probably have the Jets in the top 10.
They're 11.
I get it, but I would probably have the Jets in the top 10. I'd probably move out the Colts. Kenny Moore is nice, but he's a little long in the tooth. And then Kevin Byard stinks. I don't know why we think Kevin Byard is so past his prime. But he stinks. The Colts should be in the top 10, and the Jets should be. That would be my debate for you.
They got the Bills at 14.
Oh, by the way, the Seahawks should be in the top 10 too. That's a massive joke that the Seahawks are in the top 10. I'm not kidding with you. Just if you look at their secondary and just take a look at it. They have Devin Witherspoon. They have Julian Love, Kobe Bryant, Reek Woolen. Like, what are we like? Why are they not top 10? Why? Because what?
Oh,
It's a very good question, sir.
Contrell brought up something good too. Why aren't the Texans considered top 10?
Texans have a very good secondary too. They probably have the second.
They do.
They probably have the second best corner in football in Derek Stingley.
Let's see.
That's what I mean. We put the Chiefs in the top 10 in secondaries, but we don't put the Texans in there and they have Derek Stingley Jr. Like at least I can name a couple other guys in the Texans.
Yeah.
Yep. Look like the chat don't like the Colts sitting in there, man. They got Nick Cross, Cam Bynum, Kadarius Ward, and Kenny Moore in their secondary.
Kenny Momo. I want to know how old Kenny Moore is without looking it up. Do you guys know how old Kenny Moore is? I don't know.
I think he's around 30.
He got to be in his 30s.
30,
32,
around 30.
31, 32, something like that. Yeah.
I thought he was older.
Mo, the bottom half of the top 10, man. You feeling it?
I'm with Contrell and Jory. I was like Colts. I'm like Colts. I'm not seeing that from the Colts. Like I said, I would have had I think the Texans are dope. Like
Texans are 4. They're up there. I apologize.
I don't understand that, but nah, I wouldn't have the Colts in the top 10. I just don't. I don't see it. I feel like they just overrated their stuff. And the thing is, I feel like everything is a domino effect. Your offense does impact your defense. I don't care how good your defense is. I don't think the Colts offense is going to be that great. I think it'll be better than it was last year, but the bar is really low to be better than last year.
Right.
I think the defense is still going to spend a lot of time on the field, and I think they're going to give them some points.
You know, I just realized the Steelers aren't on this list. The Steelers aren't in the top 10 in secondaries. I don't know why I just didn't put 2 and 2 together, but the Steelers secondary, and if I read it to you out loud, I want you to kind of just react naturally to it. But they have Joey Porter Jr., Jalen Ramsey, and then they have Darius Slay.
Old butt Slay. He ain't gonna be there. He gonna be in and out. Hurt.
I'm not, but they have that's a top 10 secondary.
As far as the 10 names wise, yes, but who knows, man. But you
Would
know,
you-
Mike Tomlin plays with Joe Schmo coming off the bench and have his defense full tilt winning games for them because it ain't the offense winning games for them.
Well,
Would you say that Darius Slay was a little long in the tooth?
I mean, yeah, of course. But if you think Darius Slay's a little long in the tooth, then we got to talk about Kenny Moore. We got to talk about a lot of guys. Like, not.
I mean, Darius Slay was in and out for the Eagles. Yeah. But anyway, well, top 100 players, man, they starting to drop the list, man. We at 81 through 90, and sitting at 82 is Jerry Jeudy.
Really?
Jerry Jeudy cracked the top 100 this
year,
man.
It's like 18 places too high.
Yeah. What did he do to get 82?
Mr. Jeudy.
What has he done to get 82? He got traded from
lately. He had 90 catches for 1,200 receiving yards and 4 touchdowns. With Joe, what was it? Who was the quarterback? Joe Flacco?
Well, the main amount of yards he got was when Jameis Winston was the quarterback. He was forced
Jameis
for 5.
Jameis Winston. I forgot Mr. Eater W was there.
I think 82 is too high for him.
Jerry Jeudy could be in the top 100. I think the problem with Jerry Jeudy is a lot of those stats that he got were garbage stats in passing situations in which Jameis Winston was just throwing the football. He gets 1,229 yards. We talk about this all the time. Like, he had the same stats as Drake London, and people have Drake London top 10. I don't know, man. Jerry Jeudy could be there. He's a very good route runner. He's got good hands. I just think Jerry Jeudy needs to find the right situation. I don't think he's in it, but
I don't like him. I don't like him as a guy. I think he's got some issues I think he's got some head issues. Does he have the physical talent? Sure, but I'm just not crazy. I didn't like him when he was with Denver. So I think 82 is too high.
82 too high, Mo? Oh yeah, you said 18 spots too high.
Look, I think I see him more as a number 2 than a number 1. I feel like I don't think he had 1,200 yards last year. I don't think he's gonna replicate that season this year. I don't think he's that dude. I don't think he's a good football player, but I don't think he's that guy. I don't think like think about a guy like Amari Cooper, who I don't even think he's on a roster right now. Amari Cooper was never thought of as the best wide receiver in football, but a good player, a good football player, but not special. I think he's in that vein.
He can contribute, but he's somebody that you won't. He won't be the reason you win.
He just kept getting hurt.
I just see the names around him on the list, and the guys that like surround him on the list are Trent McDuffie, Cameron Hayward, and Christian Gonzalez. When you hear those 3 names, and then you hear Jerry Jeudy, and you were playing as one of these things just ain't like the other, like we would all say Jerry Jeudy is just not like the other 3.
All right, so he gave you 81 through 84, 85, Gene Kyren Williams. Then you got 86 Tunsley, 87 Quinnen Williams, 88, Andrew Van Ginkel.
Yeah.
And 89, James Cook. And 90 is Zach Allen.
I mean, I think it's a great list. If I'm being completely honest with you, Quentin Williams should be higher, but he didn't have a great year. And then Laramie Tunsil should be higher also. But the problem with Laramie Tunsil is he had the most holding penalties in all football last year. It's the reason the Texans got rid of him. Couldn't stop holding people. I think that you have a lot of talent in that 81 through 90 range. I think Kyron Williams is the most underrated running back in football. And then I think when you look at the rest of that 81 through 90, it's a bunch of guys that situations, but they're very talented, right?
Mm-hmm. Mo, how you like this list so far?
I like the list. I think Kyron Williams is one of those guys that he didn't have a big year last year, but I think you can book him if he's healthy. He's a 12 to 1,300 yard back. I think the additions that they've added to the team is going to give him more opportunities.
Oh yeah.
I think Kyron Williams is a really good football player. I like where he's ranked. I think going forward he'll be ranked higher because of the year that he's going to have this season. So I'm good with it.
Did you hear what you just said? He didn't have a very good year last year. You know what he
Well,
had last year?
No, I mean like I think what he wears for 1,200 yards,
1,300 yards.
My bad. 13.
Well, it's fine. You're right. He had 5 fumbles. He didn't have a great year. Nothing you said was wrong. He didn't have a great year. Ran for 1,300 yards and 15 touchdowns.
Which is crazy because I think he's a better football player than that.
Correct. I agree with you.
Well, how you like this list?
I like the list. It's full of guys who can contribute to you winning. That might not be the reason why you do win, but they can definitely contribute to your team winning. I like where it is.
Mo, I want to talk to you about it, man. Mark Cuban is advocating for players that are over 21 not to participate in the Olympics anymore, man. He just won 21 and under, guys, because if your superstar gets hurt, guess what? You just out of a season. No compensation, none of that. So how do you like this?
Well, sure, you can protect your superstars, but then Team USA will get waxed.
Well, it wouldn't be just Team USA. He's talking about, because the Thunder got SGA and, foreigners who are also playing overseas. It'd be affecting all of them.
Can it affect? I mean, but can he really speak for what Canada does or doesn't do, or just an NBA ruling? Look, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it at all. I think that whoever wants to play or who is invited to play should be allowed to play. Injuries are going to happen anyway, whether it be an Olympic play or international play. We just saw what happened to Tatum, what happened to Dame. That was during the course of the regular season. They're just so random. Huh?
I think he's okay with that, but the problem is,
but nobody's okay with actual injuries, is what I'm saying. Like they're gone. That could happen anytime. Like right. I guess Tatum should thank the guys that they didn't play him because he could have been gone then had they played him. Right? He didn't get to play. Mm-hmm. So I'm not with that. He's done a lot of really good things. Mark Cuban has, but I don't think this is a necessity. And look, because I'm a homer, I'm always going to roll for my country. I'm gonna keep it a buck. If you send just 21-year-olds over there, we're gonna get ripped.
Destroyed.
I don't know, because if this
you can say that we are going to get.
No, I'm just saying because you what you're missing them is the simple fact that if this goes into effect for NBA players, that means Joker's not playing for his country. That means SGA not playing. Wemby's not playing for his country. Rudy
I understand
Gobert.
What you're saying. But the other countries, they play there's grown-ass men that play professional basketball over there that can ball. They are gonna.
So you saying Cooper Flag and them boys don't stand a chance?
No,
they're gonna get wrecked.
He
might play well. They're not gonna win.
Gene, how you feel about this, man? Mark Cuban pushing for this.
Mark Cuban pushing for this makes logical sense as an NBA owner or a previous NBA owner. I know he's a minority owner of the Dallas Mavericks now, but what he's saying makes sense. You look at Joel Embiid. That's the perfect example. The guy played in the Olympics this past year, played 18 games in the NBA. The Philadelphia 76ers paid him $50 million to get nothing for him playing in the Olympics, and he played 18 games. It sucks to own an NBA franchise or to be invested in an NBA team and not have your player, because now another thing you could point out is this. Tyrese Halliburton played in the Olympics, tore his Achilles. Dame played in the Olympics, tore his Achilles. Jason Tatum played in the Olympics, tore his Achilles. These guys are beating the shit playing basketball all year, and they tear their Achilles tendon. I don't know. Maybe we should look at that. Maybe that's like maybe when you play a little bit too long, maybe injuries happen.
I agree with that. Although in Tatum's case, he didn't play. He didn't play. What's
He
his,
didn't.
What's his excuse? Because he didn't get to play.
He didn't.
Play. He didn't play at all.
Every day. He played in a couple of games. He still practiced every day.
I'm just saying, like, let's say Cuban gets this rule and it goes through, and that's fine. And so when we get wrecked for like 2 or 3 Olympics in a row, you know what they're going to turn around and do? Get rid of the rule, bring the pros back, the older guys back.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
So that if you just want to build excitement, almost like a WWE event, sure, do the rule, lose a couple of Olympics, and then go back to where it was before.
I do want to point something out that we'll be talking about tomorrow on Wire to Wire and tomorrow on the morning show. I won't be on the morning show. I need to figure out, see if one of you guys can fill in because I have to work. But tomorrow on Wire to Wire, we're definitely talking about this. Did you guys see the list that came out at 6 o'clock this morning? And I didn't think we were going to get to it today because there's no prep. But they ranked the best NFL teams since 2000. Top 25 over the past 25 years.
Who's the top 5?
Oh, hold on. I don't want to get into that. 12 of the 25 teams. Last 25 years. How many Super Bowl champions are there in the last 25 years? Carmike. I know you can quick math. Pretty easy. 25 years. How many Super Bowl champions?
You said 25 years. How many Super Bowl champions? 25.
25, right? So there should be 25 Super Bowl champions on this list, right?
So you're saying it's not?
No. How many Super Bowl champions do you think are on this list? In 25 years, the best 25 teams ranked.
I don't know. By the way you asking me, maybe 15?
15, right? That would even be okay. How many Super Bowl champions are on this list, Will?
10?
By the way you asking, it sounds like it's 2.
I was going to
13 Super Bowl champions, 12 non-Super Bowl champions are in your best 25 teams of the last 25 years. And the number one team,
don't say it,
did not win the Super Bowl.
It
was the 18-1 Patriots.
I knew it.
They ranked him number 1.
The 18-1.
They didn't win the Super Bowl. You play to win the game?
Exactly.
Hello?
Exactly.
Oh, you
exactly.
Oh, that team was a dog, man.
But they lost.
They did. Brady and Randy was
Did my Saints Super Bowl team make this list?
Your Saints non-Super Bowl team made this list.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh
Which
my
one
God.
was it?
Really?
The one that the Rams, the
Rams team. Oh my God.
Oh,
bro,
the
2018 Rams. The 2018 Rams that lost 13-3 in the Super Bowl made this list.
Oh my God.
I just want to be clear. The 2004 Steelers that got blown out by 14 points in a title game made the list.
Who's making these lists?
This is a beautiful list.
The Buffalo Bills, who lost 27-10 to the Bengals, made the list. But the Bengals that beat them did not make the list.
Who's making these lists? Chris Jericho?
Tell me.
Who's making these lists? Chris Jericho?
Wow. Yeah, we definitely got to talk about that. That's incredible.
That's a very interesting list. But
Good 2013 Denver Broncos, who lost 43-8 to the Seahawks in the Super Bowl.
Ooh.
You made the list.
You just made the list.
What are we doing?
ladies and gentlemen, that's all our time. I appreciate everybody stopping through. Cottrell, Jory, Key, Kyle, man. Will, you got any closing remarks for our people?
Thank you for having me this morning. I do appreciate it, and I will see you guys next week.
NFL GENEius closing remarks.
Somebody fill in tomorrow. If you're listening, fill in tomorrow.
And as always, man, if you mow better, you do better. Close us out, big dog.
Thank you guys so much for joining us this morning. Appreciate you, chat. Make sure you check out all the great content we have at Wire to Wire Network. Wire to Wire Network, we appreciate you.